What is
I think
this
it was
now?
Watertown.
Wind something.
Windtown to justice. Windtown's his wife ran, and he brought his son to the president.
Mm-hmm.
However, he's still occupied sea thanks to Bork Laser.
Yeah. He just wasn't as good as the Brock Lobster.
Probably not. Right, so what are you going to do?
So, like, how much time has passed since we, like, brought them in? Is it, like, a couple minutes after that, or has it been, like, a day after we brought them in?
I'll probably say probably about 7 hours since you brought him in.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm hoping we teleported back to the city and we're just kind of hanging out in the slums. I'm cool with slumming it. You guys cool with slumming it?
Sure.
Nice to see what the wretches of society think. It's amazing what you can hear.
These ain't the wretches of society, man. These are the people kicked out of their
Well,
homes.
let's just see which one are actual legit and which ones are agents, just hiding allegiances. Listen.
I will lead a big old hunting party though to make sure these guys have plenty of food.
I will go to the various bars in this city, at least the areas where the former people who used to live here now go to, mainly to get an idea of, like, if I can sense, like, if any of them may be hiding an allegiance or something. I'm guessing that'd be
Alright, well, Vic, when you find some food.
guessing for me that would be sense motive.
Yep.
Sense motive. Don't fail me now. And let me just quickly check. Is there something I can do with that? Let's see. Outside of discerning lies at 5th level. Is there a judgment I can use to make this a bit better?
Yay, assessing luck. Don't worry, I got this. We'll be fine.
Bane, no ink judgments. But so, who's loyal and who's a traitor? Really?
You'd have no idea for once.
Okay, here's something simpler that can be done. Paladin engages Detect Evil and starts walking around.
That doesn't help. Half of our party detects as evil.
Actually, none of it does.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, my non-detection necklaces that I've been giving out. Just giving them out like candy. Just.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Why?
Let's not try to hide evil.
I mean, you're treating it like it's a media.
And this be the paladin doing her own sense motive.
Right, go ahead. Jesus. Remy, sense motive now.
She's at a 28.
Okay.
Thanks to Remy's skill, you find
That's a form check.
Versatile performance. It allows bards to use their perform in place of certain skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very useful ability for them, actually.
Thanks to Remy's perform, detect that some people, as in fact agents of the Empire, and some is looking for a gang called the South
what?
Street Gang. That's been causing
What's the
trouble
gang called
lately.
again? South Street
South
Gang.
Street Gang.
Correct?
That's been causing trouble lately.
Oh, knowledge local. What exactly is the South Street Gang? No, it's not a monster, so I can't do a nat 20 on it. 29?
You know they're on South Street. Or at least they originate for South Street.
Guys, I think we might have a date on South Street.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Technically an urban environment. Vroom, vroom,
Yep.
vroom.
Also, Remy, could you happen to, see which ones specifically were, mentioning, the South Street Gang, or were possibly agents of the Empire?
Did I? Ty?
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, when we
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
should we go by some guards? I'm just gonna, inform them of those that apparently are hiding loyalties to the Empire.
Yeah.
Aye, some more traitors?
Mm-hmm.
Aye. Alright. We'll deal with them, don't worry. But be careful. I heard the South Street Gang is... Well...
What
You see when
exactly
you
is
get
their
there.
main
Trust.
method of income? Drugs, smuggling, prostitution,
Stealing.
dealing? Oh, stealing.
Stealing.
Ah,
From the Empire. Like I said, you see when you get
Any
there.
advice?
Not that I could give.
Discern lies? Is he telling the truth?
Well, is he?
Basically, it's something at 5th level I can now do. Basically, I can just naturally do discern lies, at least as far as the rules of the spell goes. It was.
He's as far as you know is telling the truth.
All right. So, to South Street we go. I recommend that we be ready for something, because I imagine things probably won't go well.
I'm gonna go.
Yes.
I'm gonna go scout it out. That's my stealth. I am gone.
yeah.
Synchron just
fine.
disappears. Boom. Into the crowds. Into the crowds. He's gone. He's on a rooftop
Assassin
somewhere.
creating
He's
it.
Naruto running.
It's South Street.
And I'll get you a perception really quick. I'm in favorite terrain, so I get a +10 on perception. I see everything.
Notice the orphanage is unlocked. You also notice a bunch of guards looking. A bunch of guards. Someone stole our weapons, and you did. Someone stole our weapons thanks to this game. Well, they can't be around here somewhere.
Alright, so these are Empire guards we're seeing?
Yeah.
Just 3?
Yeah.
Quick question. Do I see any flags of the Empire while I'm scouting around? While no one's noticing me, apparently?
Everywhere.
Are they, like, waving like they're in, like, loyalty, or more of a case of, we just happen to have them?
Happen to have them.
Is there one that seems extra prominent since apparently I'm invisible and I can just walk around without anyone noticing me? So are there any prominent ones, Ty? That seem very important?
Here, right in the center of town, sorry.
Could I walk up to it without getting noticed?
Now I go ahead.
Well, I've still got a 51 stealth while I'm running around town.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll again?
No, I said you are Naruto, so go ahead.
Oh, okay. Let's see. A little bit of lantern oil. Flint and steel. Flick. And walk away.
What the? Someone burned our flag!
Innocent whistling.
Out of
Innocent whistling
curiosity,
while walking down the street.
You notice at least a handful of kids, no other than at least 15, walking the flag and then running away with a bunch of weapons and armor.
kids?
Whoa. I distracted the guards so much, a bunch of
Kids.
gutter snipes stole weaponry. I'm following their asses.
I'm...
Good
Hold
luck.
on. Survival check to track.
I could assist you with that.
Because they
Actually,
know the spree span that you do, so
add an
that is
additional-
not going to do it.
Add an additional 7 to that. I forgot to add in my tracking bonuses of range.
Does that
Probably
also
not. At least 40.
Okay. Can I at least roll a survival check? Alright.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. They are small creatures. That does give them +1. This is hard
Nope.
ground 20. Man, I didn't realize that, we're dealing with, fresh snow since the path was made, and it's been multiple days since they made the tracks. There's actually very specific rules for tracking.
Oh. I'm going to say they know the street so well that even tracking agents can't find it.
Tracked party hides trail and moves at half speed, gives only a +5. So hard ground 20, 25. For every 3 creatures in the group being tracked, they get a -1, but they do get a +1 for generally being small creatures, I would assume, or considered small.
You know what? Magic.
I am a ranger. This is what I do. I track things.
Thanks to the quarter spell, you found them around here.
Do they see me?
Stealth to roll. Roll stealth. So now they're looking for your ass. They don't see a damn thing.
I could be playing the one-man band and they still wouldn't see me at this point. I'm probably on a rooftop observing.
Hi, did you see that? Yes, that was very pretty. But now we have to get these. But now we have to get these weapons before anyone traps us. Yeah, I know. Thanks, boss, for helping out with the store. No problem. Come on, let's all break to the orphanage.
I'm gonna look for the runt of the litter.
Runt of the litter, probably around 12 years old. Or at least 2 seconds.
Is he currently carrying a weapon or anything of value?
1 armor, 1 weapon. Oh, he's carrying it, not armed with it.
I'm gonna have my hawk steal the weapon. So this would be versus flat, but because he's not expecting it. So and this will be steal. So I'm assuming that beats his flat-foot CMD.
Yeah. As he's flying away with the weapon, he's like, Rachel! Rachel! What? Oh,
no.
Huh?
The hawk is actually flying low and slow, in a very specific way. She is flying so she can be easily tracked by him.
He's like, Rachel! Rachel! What? What the? Where you come from? And this time she's loading up her shotgun.
Is she trying to shoot at my hawk?
He doesn't know what it is. As far as he knows, it's the Empire's hawk, so...
Okay, I'm going to do a non-lethal ranged disarm since she can't see Vikram. So here we go. Is she a human?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go.
One human, one elf, and the rest of the litter is dwarven.
Let's see.
I said the equivalent of a 12-year-old, so I say, for a dwarf.
Does the kid still have a big bushy beard, though?
Probably.
Versus Flatfoot.
Yeah, he disarms the rifle.
No. Basically, it's just an arrow comes out of nowhere. It's specifically not going to do lethal damage. Don't want to hurt this kid since we need to figure out what's going on here. I will do a check to remain hidden. Let me just double check what my damage would be. I hope this person isn't evil.
It's not. She's not.
Okay. Okay, so I'm also going to not use. Okay, so I'm going to not use the. This is non-lethal damage. 17 non-lethal damage as the arrow just basically hits the shotgun in a way and fires it. And basically recoils into her face, I would assume.
Yeah, it hits because she's a little kid, so probably no AC whatsoever.
So I'm going to now roll a stealth at -20 to remain hidden. I did not get a special ability that allows me to remain hidden. Let's see, this will be plus... God, what was it? It's plus... I may have foobarred that one. They've got a chance to actually detect me as I try to slip into another alleyway.
To slip into the alleyway, Rachel sees you. Is like, Vincent, Higumaru, run! I'll handle this. And she raises his shotgun and starts chasing.
I'm going to use acrobatics to basically Assassin's Creed it up the wall. If I don't fuck her up the roll. I think Assassin's Creed up the wall.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do I get a new stealth roll since I basically am out
of
the sight? Let's see. And don't fuck with a ranger in his home turf.
Just enough to dip her dogs here.
Yep. So I'm on the roof. Well, she went into probably a blind alley and it's now empty.
Yeah. Where'd he go?
Is she still looking at the back of the alley? Is her back to the street?
She's about to turn around and walk away to join her buddies.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna use an acrobatic to try and get behind her without being noticed.
Acrobatics and stealth check.
Acrobatics. Stealth.
Yeah, you dropped out without her noticing.
And let's see, this will be a grapple check versus her flatfoot CMD.
Yeah, you
And
grab her.
I'm basically hand over the mouth, throwing the weapon, pulling the weapon out of her hand, and pull her into the darkness of the alley before anyone notices. Is there a staircase going to a higher floor?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that and basically hide the two of us in if there's a way to hide the two of us from sight of the alleyway, I'll do it. I guess I'll have a penalty of the stealth roll since she's probably uncooperative.
Yeah, about 10.
Come on, let's get a decent roll, guys. I don't think they'll notice me.
The guards don't notice you, and neither does their buddies.
I'm gonna wait for a while until they're all gone.
Okay, so like this is taking place like right here, right?
Yep, in an alleyway, in a blind alley
Okay, so
specifically.
odds are my character would.
By now, his barroom and this site is right here.
Out of the city, okay. I probably should have chased after them. Oh well.
Well, I've got apparently a ringleader,
Yeah.
so that might be useful later on. So, let's see. Going to use a whistle to recall my hawk. She'll land nearby, dropping off the sword at my feet, and I'll instruct her to go find Alora and have her bring the whole gang here. Hawk will fly away, find Alora, and will help lead Alora to.
As Alora rounds the corner, she knows the gang is a lot larger than you think. At least 20 to 30 little kids, and somehow, some way, Remy disappeared.
Remy, come back to us!
She's back. 20 to 30 little kids, all armed with weapons and armor, pretty much between the ages of 15 and probably 10. Elves, dwarves, and half elves, and elves, and humans, of course.
Oh dear.
I'm assuming they see the paladin in the somewhat shiny armor immediately, with other people falling behind her.
Yeah, the 12-year-olds automatically get behind the older kids, like, who are you? What do you want? Are you here from the Empire? The South Street gang will never die as soon as Rachel comes back.
We're just looking for a friend passing through the area.
Then leave. We have a war to get ready for.
Children like you should not be waging war.
We will take our city back, even if the adults don't take it back.
So I guess they'll try to pass around the guys, make sure none of them get within stealing distance.
Yeah.
And continue on towards Vikrin and just make a mental note of, okay, we've got to stop these kids from doing something stupid. For now, we got to regroup.
The Empire is our enemy. We've already killed a few of their mean leaders, including rescuing a few slaves. So trust us, we are not friends of the Empire.
But you don't understand, and this is for the same point to you.
What?
They took our homes. And adults don't do nothing about it. Rachel brought us here and says we will do something about it. On the home of our former forgot was the former home of the orphanage.
Yeah.
Orphanage mother. Yeah, that's right. The home of my former orphanage mother. We will take back the city and bring the mayor to justice.
Oh, don't worry. That is our plan. Along with toppling the Empire.
Bilsey does not believe you. He thinks it's just another adult delaying him. I don't know what you do. Where's Rachel? Something happened to her.
Have you?
Well, you guys don't know yet that I have her, so you can't give them anything. All you know is Hawk wants to take you somewhere.
Have you seen those propaganda posters about a bunch of adventurers? To which Saloon smiles, revealing her fangs.
Wait, that's you? I thought there was just an Empire trick. To lure us off our high before they pick us up one by one.
And the Empire knows we exist, and they fear us. And if they don't, they will learn to fear us. So,
yep.
Truth. So,
Hawk is getting more.
All right,
Hawk is getting more distressed.
Okay, fine. Hawk. Sorry to cut our meeting short, but our Hawk wants us. Vikrin needs us for something. And I start following the Hawk.
Yep. And you guys end up in a blind alley. You see Vikrin come out with, what, a 15-year-old gutter snipe-looking human girl?
Yeah.
Hand over her mouth while leading her downstairs, hands behind her back. She's struggling.
Vikrin, why exactly do you have a child restrained like that?
Apparently, she's been leading a group of kids stealing weapons from the Empire. Thought she'd be a very good.
We came across that group. They'd like to see someone named Jessica. Are you Jessica?
That was Rachel. Out of character.
Oh, it was Rachel? Okay.
It is.
Yeah.
Are you Rachel?
Calm down, kid.
At this point, she's trying to kick you in the balls.
She's way out of her league. She stamps his foot and realizes he's wearing steel-toed boots.
Does that be your...
That doesn't even beat my AC.
Okay.
Because I'm expecting... Yeah. She just stamps on my foot and realizes, wait, his boot's armored.
I pull out my poster and give a nice toothy grin. We are not allies of the Empire. Specifically, it was the propaganda ones, the one of, Saloon the Evil.
At this point, she starts to calm down.
I take my hand off her mouth, but I'm still keeping her arms behind her back.
Colorful me? What do you want?
We're behind enemy lines. I had to play it safe.
You did good stealing those weapons.
You guys are smart for using a distraction. I just wanted to lower their morale and get them to think there was a ghost setting fires around the town.
We've been stealing the weapons for the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A little deal, a little here.
I'd recommend turning them over to the various people out in the slums. Kids should not be soldiers.
The Empire made us soldiers. When they killed the orphanage mother.
and that is tragic and horrible, and no child should have to go through that. But that doesn't mean you are even capable of fighting the Empire.
It's better the adults are doing right now.
You think they're doing nothing out there?
Yes.
We've given them a kick in the...
To be so young and naive.
We've given them some kick in the balls to get them going. It's amazing what a nice couple of buildings exploding can do for morale.
Wait, buildings exploded?
Oh, yes.
Have you heard the news that
Watertown, Windfalls, Grassville?
The Grassville and the northern city have both been liberated and now back under control of the Arrowville Republic.
I never knew that. We have no news going. We have no news coming down from there.
Well, of course, the Empire tried to suppress that because they were massive losses. What did it take to get them to run out of the town screaming the first time? 5 people and a hawk?
That and a bunch of shadow things.
True.
From someone that I'm not truly sure is completely all there.
I know, I don't know if Remy's all here.
Huh?
I mean, have you looked in those eyes? They're adorable, but dead like a doll's eyes.
So, I think we should go. I think we should go talk to your little friends, get them to lay down their arms, and we'll get you guys safely out of the city. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna let go of her. I'm gonna let go of her arm, but I'm gonna put a hand on her shoulder while she leads us to.
Of course, he snatches it away, but other than that, yeah, it's a shotgun.
If she doesn't have it, I kicked it underneath the dumpster or something.
You didn't think I would have wanted that?
You can still find it. It's in the alley still. I just got it away from her. Go ahead, blink it.
After a while, you found the Devil Winchester shotgun. Very specifically made.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm gonna lead her. Hand on her shoulder. There's a paladin walking behind her, and I'm gonna go with somebody walking to her other side. Yep. So we're gonna go to that little. So I presume you guys tell me about the mob of kids with weapons.
We met your gang. Quite a few kids. Good 20, 30. If you have your propaganda poster, try showing it to them. That's how I managed to get.
I've got another way of showing them the error of their ways.
Okay.
Wait, they're just outside of town? So Ty, they're out here hiding in a building?
Yeah.
So I guess we'll walk in, hand on her shoulder. She's probably got a bit of a look of shame on her face.
Rachel! I'm sorry. I got lazy and I got lazy. Sorry, gang.
I wouldn't call it lazy.
Well, careless.
You're out of your league. No, the term you're looking for is out of your league.
What are we going to do? We have no home. We have no orphanage. This is our home.
And if you turn the weapons over to the adults, I'm sure they would be more than happy to make sure there is a safe place for you. We also could lead you to the Arrowville Republic, where you can get status as refugees. There are multiple options here. So, which one of you thinks that you're the best fighter here?
Sandra raises her hand.
Sandra, I'm talking to the kids.
One of the Sams raises its hand.
I'm not talking to anything that's directly regarding you or your creations.
Vilse and Rachel pick up their hands.
One of the Sams is walking over to the group of kids and standing with them now.
As well as at least a couple of 14 to 14-year-olds that's dwarven.
Just eyeing them up really quick. Are they what, like levels 1 through 3 maybe?
Yeah. Rachel's the highest, of course, and the leader. Vilse's the second in command.
So,
and the rest is probably level 1 dwarves.
Oh, Rachel, do you use any melee weapons?
She pulls out a knife from her boot.
Looking at it, what kind of knife?
And I point to the other two. Okay, form a circle up. You three versus me. I'm not allowed to use any of my own weapons. Only my hands.
No, that's not fair. Let's make this fair now.
I'm not trying to make this fair. I'm trying to prove a point.
Vikrin. They already know you can beat their asses with one arm tied behind your back. The three of them couldn't beat a Sam on themselves. At least give them a chance while still showing them a point by having one of them fight. Rather than you beating up a bunch of children.
Oh, I'm not going to leave a scratch on them.
Rather than you beating up a bunch of children.
Okay, here's Rachel. Vilse.
All miss. Rachel got close.
And the 2 dwarves. And about 3.
So, where is she getting a plus 15 from with a knife? At her level?
She's been an orphan for at least... She's been an orphan all her life, so, like I said, she knows how to fight.
Plus 15, that's like a 12th or 13th level character, man.
I cheated a little.
Now, to be fair, maybe she just has a 20 strength, weapon focus twice, and has a masterwork knife.
That's also highly magical.
At that point...
yes, that's a masterwork knife.
Well, to be fair, Seawall, with what I just described, it's entirely possible that she would have a plus 13 at level 6.
So, yep, I'm just gonna do one quick roll. I'm gonna do a disarm check against her. I'm gonna try to take the knife away from her. So I do get a +2 for dealing with human, and another +2. So does this beat her CMD?
Yep.
I take the knife out of her hands, and then I just throw it into the wall.
Again, looking at the knife, what does it look like it's made out of? Like Mastercraft steel, adamantine?
Adamantine.
Ooh, she's got a shiny.
So you basically you're just drilling through the wall then.
Chink.
Well, yeah, I chucked it into the wall, basically get the knife out of this fight.
Again, the knife goes into the wall, though.
Yeah.
Wait, roll damage, Seawall. Roll damage with the knife.
I would need to know what the damage code is for it. If it's a dagger, it's a 1d4.
Yeah. Do it. Impale the knife in the wall. If it's wood, you could probably even make it go through the wall.
Okay, let's see. 1d20 plus 2 plus... what else do I need to roll? What is the magic? I would need... Ty, don't tell me what the magic is. You'll just add it in on your own. So 2 plus... I get an additional 1. So it's a d4, but... okay, I do 7 plus whatever magic the knife's got.
With the magic, you pierce the wall, and pretty much almost the other side of the other wall.
So how does she respond to her knife just getting snatched out of her hand and chucked in the blink of an eye?
Punch like this.
So she tries to punch me?
Yeah.
I block it. Just hand up, block it right in the middle of it.
What'd you do that for? That's my last gift by my mother. My birth brother.
My birth brother?
My birth mother.
I'm proving a point. I am one man, and I've taken on how many of you?
5.
And there are people of my caliber in the city that work for the Empire.
I walk over to the wall and retrieve the dagger.
I mean, if you wanted to, I could have just showed them a easier way.
Mage hand or something, getting it out of the wall?
So are you still thinking that you're capable of fighting the Empire? 20 kids in a ragtag army?
I believe in them.
Quiet, Asandra.
Perhaps a raised dead trap so they can keep coming back endlessly.
Higamaru steps up and is like, you know you can't. I know, but it's better to try and fail than... At this point,
no shame. There is no shame in saying that you are not capable of fighting this battle, and choosing to escape so you can fight another day.
I walk over to Rachel and I hand her back her knife. Hilt first.
Mom. She slips the knife back into her boot.
There are other ways that you could assist us that don't involve you fighting. Sometimes,
like what?
All that's needed is just to have an ear to the ground.
If you guys would prefer to stay and act as scouts for us, and I would presume you have a couple of very gifted cut purses among your ranks.
Pueblo will step up. The best in the business.
We can make sure we can help you sow discontent and chaos amongst the soldiers that have taken your home. We won't be able to help you. You won't be partaking in taking of their lives, but we can make sure that you can make their lives miserable.
We know every back alley in the streets. Even the soldiers don't know the back alley like we do.
Good. Now let's get an inventory of all these weapons and armor that you've been able to acquire.
Oh boy!
My character, if there are any adamantine bullets, I'll take 20.
Let's see how many adamantine bullets there are. 19.
Sweet. 20 adamantine bullets for me. Because I need those for a very specific spell. Bullet Ward.
Oh, which spell is that?
You toss several adamantine bullets into the air, up to 4, which then hover protectively nearby and intercept firearm attack against you. The number of bullets protecting you is equal to half the caster level, maximum 4. When an opponent takes a shot at you with a firearm as an immediate action, you can disengage a hovering bullet to attempt to block the attack, increasing your AC against that attack by 10.
Nice.
This destroys the adamantine bullet whether or not the attack hits. The spell is discharged when all affected adamantine bullets are destroyed or taken from you. Yep. Each adamantine bullet has an AC of 24. 20 hit points, and hardness 20.
Nice.
Not exactly
Nice,
sure
that
how
is very
hardness
useful.
works.
So,
Excluding Rachel's rifle, there's about 20 rifles, about 10 samurai swords, about 30 armor, and about the equivalent about 10,000 gold.
Probably a no, but at least as far as like the supplies go, would they happen to have like as far as like materials go, say dark leaf cloth?
They see out.
are you wanting me to make you something?
Probably not.
Ah, shame.
So, yeah. What we'll do is we'll get everything inventoried. We'll bring in the kind of leader of the local resistance. And we're going to have to negotiate a peace between these kids and the local rebels.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, this is going to be annoying.
Aye, the South Street gang is finally brought to justice. Shut up, old man.
Hand on any of those children, I may not be responsible for how I may react. Because after all, the Empire refers to me as Saloon the Evil, to which I give a very fangy grin.
You're talking about the evil like it's true, Salute. Sandra slaps you on the back cheerfully. It's not true. Look at how perky and smiley she is. See? Look at that. Adorable.
Well, at least we'd be able to steal some weapons and armor. What have you been doing?
Animating the corpses of the... No, wait. No, I'm not allowed to do that.
She's talking to Rebel Leader.
Oh, they're not talking to me.
As you see, the negotiations is going wrong swimmingly.
Both of you, quiet, sit down, and act like adults.
Especially the adults.
Are they? Do they take that, or are they still arguing? Am I going to need to do an intimidate check?
Intimidate
No,
check.
no. Let them have their little squabbles. It's adorable. They think they're people.
That's Eric Cockles.
Gladius goes right into the middle of the table.
The Rebel Leader's intimidated. Rachel's just scoring, but you know something. You know that she says to see you meet business.
I didn't travel 6 months away from my hometown to investigate why shipments were lost, then get embroiled in a war between an evil empire that's aligned itself with one of the gods I hate the most and would love to see thrown from power, just so that I now have to deal with a petulant child, and I'm saying this looking to the rebel leader, and a stubborn, full of herself, and a stubborn, full of herself gutter snipe looking to the girl. Now,
who you calling a gutter snipe? And as you notice, look very closely.
Yeah, I mean, look at her. She's clearly a snipe gutter.
Notice the symbol of death now hanging off her neck.
Oh, so you're a follower of the Great Dreamer.
Yeah, my mom is the last gift. It's the second last gift my mom gave me.
Vikram lifts up his holy symbol. She's, depending on how faithful she is, she may actually recognize this not as a holy symbol that just a simple traveler carries, but as a holy symbol that a traveling priest would carry.
She backs off. She's backs off sort of like, you're a priest?
Servant of Desna, but close enough.
sorry.
Now, these kids have a very unique talent that, if used in the right ways, could sow discontent and chaos among the Empire's soldiers. But what we're going to need is to make sure they stay safe. I do not like the idea of putting kids into a war zone, but they are dead set on being here, and we need all the help we can get to get this town back. So, Mr. Rebel Leader, we'll make sure that you guys get supplies. But in exchange, we want to make sure these kids are protected and cared for. We'll make this our personal headquarters. Anyone have a problem making this our personal headquarters? Make sure these kids stay in line.
Just spruce up some beds, some new ones. Might be nice. Some new wallpaper.
So where's the personal headquarters?
Are the kids like in an old warehouse or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna convert that into into kind of an HQ.
All right.
For at least our wing of the resistance. We'll take the kids under our wing. We'll do what we can to make sure they stay safe in the city. And in exchange, you guys, if you guys can raid the supply caravans that are coming to the city, we'll make sure you have the arms and we'll do what we can to make sure you guys have the arms and the equipment to continue that. But these kids get fed, and they get protection from some of your best guys. Is that understood?
I don't want to see kids get harmed. All right, deal.
And we'll do it, and we will watch over them when they're operating within the city. They are. Rachel, I would presume that the guards don't take notice of you most of the time.
They can't even see the blind side of a barn.
Well, we can make sure if one of them do take notice that they aren't a threat anymore. We just need the younger among you. I'll basically put a hard cutoff at under 13, 14. They're not. They stay here and act in support. They do not go into the city. Period. I don't care if that cuts your forces below half.
All right, but Rachel, shut up. Fine.
Those that are old enough, we will do what we can to help train you, so that you can operate more efficiently inside of the city. We will direct you, and we will do what we can to lead you.
Go to a warehouse over there.
So now we've got to start setting up a makeshift orphanage and turn a bunch of kids into basically espionage specialists.
I can do that.
Yep.
Install them in Sam's.
Nope. My first thought is, where's the major mess for these soldiers?
The mess hall? Over here. The barracks.
What percentage of the Empire's guards go through there for a meal?
All of them except the ones who fish. So about 70% of them.
Sandra, do you happen to have any very, very potent, we'll go with special ingredients that causes people to become ill? Mainly in the I'm thinking mainly in the evacuation of bowels and stomachs. So at the same time,
Probably.
I want to make them miserable with their neck. I want them to make their next meal the most miserable they've ever had. And can it be delayed? And is it possible to have it delayed for a period?
I have to look into it.
Do what you can. The delayed isn't a requirement. It would just be useful. So, anyone have a...
The other 30% know how to fish and hunt, so when they're hungry, they leave the sea to hunt or fish.
Okay. I can give everybody in a very large area the bubonic plague.
Not the bubonic plague. I don't want to kill them. I just want to make them miserable. Make them crap in their pants and throwing up uncontrollably.
Okay, cackle fever, filth fever, leprosy, mind fire, the red aches, shakes, the slimy doom.
If I were to get you herbs that would cause these effects, could you concentrate them down into a potion for me that I could then dump into a pot of stew?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to scour the countryside, but I should be able to find enough for you to work with. First things first, though.
I mean, I can just, if you just point me at the person making the stew, I can just target them, and then suddenly every person that touches them or the stew pot will get it.
I was just thinking, pour a potion into the pot when no one's looking.
I mean, yeah, that too. Or magic. Also, I don't know what you're worried about. It's just the bubonic plague.
I don't want this spreading to the innocent people around the city.
Oh.
Yeah, I helped deal with a minor pandemic about a year and a half back. We fortunately, very few died, but it was not easy to keep contained.
Ironically enough, based on how the bubonic plague actually works mechanically, it's just...
Let's not do germ warfare. I'm fine with just, poisoning their food with something that makes them shit themselves.
Ironically enough, all it does is impose a -2 on all fort saves and constitution checks, and on reflex saves and strength checks.
First things first,
So basically, it's a negative.
I'm going to roll out a nice sheet of parchment and pull out some of my map-making supplies. I'm going to make a map of the city based on memory. How do I do, Ty?
You make a very decent map.
Okay, this is a little rough, but it'll have to do. So, I'm going to circle the mess hall. This is our target. I'm going to go collect some supplies. I need to know when they start cooking the soup for the soldiers, and when the best time would be for someone to sneak in and put a little something extra into the stew because we love the Empire so much. Give them everything they deserve.
They cook the stew at about... I remember they cooked the stew about at 5, 6, and 7 each.
5, 6, and 7?
5, 6, and 7. First they took at 5 to feed the first group of soldiers. Then they took at 6 to take the second group of soldiers, and then it's at 7 for the third group of soldiers. The third group of soldiers is the less because that's also when they go out to hunt.
Okay, so which one has the largest group?
The first.
We'll target the first one as its prize. So I've got to go I've got to go check on finding those not so friendly herbs. I'll be back in a little bit.
Do you need any assistance, Vikrin?
I think I can handle this. I would like you guys to stay here, make sure these kids don't get themselves in any trouble, and make sure the resistance doesn't cause any trouble as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna scour the countryside. Do I find kind of the herbs I described?
Roll another check. After a while, yes, you find the herbs.
And I hope in decent enough quantities to poison a large group.
Yeah.
So yeah, I return, and I dump 2 burlap sacks full of 2 different herbs in front of Asandra.
Out of curiosity, knowledge, nature. What kind of herbs are these? Well, actually, I don't need to know. So what kind of herbs are these, Vikrin?
Well, this one, and he pulls out one of them. normally I would use if somebody is in very small amounts. It's very useful if somebody is having trouble emptying their bowels. Constipation. In large amounts, which I have seen more than a few times, some kids in the village decide to prank one of the adults, leads to a very embarrassing outcome. And this one, I generally use if somebody has ingested poison, forces them to vomit. Again, in large amounts, it's very
unpleasant. Laxative and Epicac.
Pretty much. And I hate that I'm having to go down the poison route. I feel more like my kind.
At least these things aren't. These things at least aren't lethal, per se.
In extremely high quantities, yes, but
at the very least, it's not like some of the rather extreme stuff that I have read Drow can do.
Yeah, there's very good reason why I'm not a poison expert. This is just what I've learned as a healer. Medicine a large enough quantity becomes a poison.
Okay, so which disease did we decide to go with? I think leprosy.
We're not going with the disease. We're going with this, and there are two bags of different herbs in front of you. I need you to concentrate this down into a small. I need you to concentrate these down into a small vial that I can dump into a large vat of soup.
Fine. She starts working.
Should she have like maybe a breath mask or something as she's working on that?
Yeah, get the fumes in there.
It's not the fumes. It's the material within the plant itself. Yeah. And she's just concentrating it.
Yeah, rub it into my skin.
That stuff will make you crap and vomit.
All right. You also notice that the flag is back up in here.
Quick question: Is there a nice piece of cloth that we could turn into a flag sitting around here somewhere?
Yeah.
Can I give one of the kids the bubonic plague?
No. No giving people diseases. I would like to turn the flag into let's see, what would be embarrassing to have flying in place of your standard?
Outside of like the nation, outside of the flag of another nation. Perhaps the off colors, like the chromatic opposite of colors.
That worked. That might work. What does the flag of the Wufu Empire actually look like?
Black, silver, and gold.
Does it have any sort of coat of arms on it?
Yeah. If you remember Ryu's sword, the coat of arms of Ryu's sword is the coat of arms of the Wufu Empire. Just remove the coat of arms for the from his family's empire, from his family.
Got it. So, it's been a while. So, what's kind of generally on it? Is it
it's been a while too, so I forgot.
Yeah, katana, Eastern Dragon.
Black and gold, black and
silver
I forgot the
and
color.
gold.
Black
I think you said.
And freaking no black and I forgot the color. Red dragon. Black and red dragon with the Wufu Empire's name on top of it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Could we do like a caricature of a dragon with speech balloons saying just saying something really stupid of like the truth of the Wufu. This is what the Wufu Empire really is, and we'll use opposite colors as well.
Cartography check?
Cartography check? Okay. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. -9 from that. So 35. Sorry, 32.
Yeah, you can make it.
So yeah, we now have basically a caricature of their flag. Of a fat pink and white dragon. Opposite colors for the flag colors.
I want to pet its belly and call it
Out of
Nibbles.
curiosity, actually,
This is this. I'm following this Nibbles the dragon.
I have thoughts.
This is now Nibbles the dragon.
So pretty much a white and pink flag
Actually, I had
that's
a thought.
called Nibbles.
Cassandra.
With Nibbles the
Cassandra.
dragon.
Wait. Do you want
That's
to make
what
it
was
better?
going
I
to
can make
ask,
Nibbles
is
talk.
If you could animate the dragon.
Yes, I can.
Could you also make it so they can't take it down or destroy it?
I mean, if it's a magical item, then it's going to be harder to destroy. It's going to resist fire and stuff. But to fully make it indestructible, not really that possible, but I can just make it so it's basically highly resistant to damage.
Could you make it okay? Well, let's go with highly resistant with what they can muster with their forces. Standard attacks with swords, fire, things of that nature.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Let's do it. How's our gift for the Empire going anyway?
What, the poison?
I prefer not to call it that, but yes.
Oh, it's done. I had the assassins make it.
At the very least, they're putting their skills to good use. Kind of. Somewhat. Sort of.
And then I gave one of them the opportunity to test it to make sure it was
still
working.
alive.
How did it work?
He's okay.
I'm gonna go check on this poor guy.
Crying in the corner. It's just like, ah!
Why won't it stop?
So what? So he's currently sitting on a bucket with a bucket in his hand.
This bitch is
Why am I
crazy.
picturing this one scene from South Park where the McCormicks go...
Hold on. I pull out a series.
Wait, no. He's just gonna Sam patting his head, just like, pat. Let it all out, little human.
I'm gonna put some mercy on him and give him a little concoction of herbs that'll stop this. There.
Thank you. I didn't know she was be all this.
Yeah, just to give you a heads up, that may cause uncontrollable sweating for the next couple of hours. Just keep a pail of water nearby. Gotta get rid of the poison somehow, I say as I walk away.
Injects more poison into the guy.
Don't you dare.
What? I'm just giving him the plague.
I'll be right back. I'm about to get some water myself.
I just want to give somebody the plague, okay?
Okay, we'll let you give the enemy the commander the plague before we send him running and screaming back to the Empire.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Basically all epidemic does is it changes the DC of the disease, which is 17 by the by for the bubonic plague. Which means I pass it basically all the time. It changes it to be the DC of a level 6 spell, so it's 20.
Yeah. So the DC becomes 20?
23.
Yeah, Vikram would have a bit of a trouble stopping that on himself.
Yeah, that's the entire point, though. Just give out the bubonic plague. And then everybody's like, ah! It takes a bit to actually take effect, by the by.
Let's not. I was hoping it'd be like, one person and he's not able to spread it.
Here's how it works, actually. It basically the spell is called Epidemic. It gives the person the disease, it basically immediately gives them the first stage, and they pass it on at the stage that they have it at to anybody else that gets near them, and to those people as well, until somebody starts making a save. So basically, it can give everybody the bubonic plague.
That is an evil necromancy spell. That is a straight up evil spell.
Yeah, I know. But you want a spell that can cause disease, and the spells that cause disease are evil.
I didn't say I wanted to cause disease. I just wanted you to concentrate some herbs that'll make people shit themselves.
Yeah, well, that's what you got.
Yeah,
I concentrate herbs
way,
make people shit themselves.
The tailors that make brown pants are going to make a killing.
But to put it in perspective, what that means is epidemic basically immediately gives people the weakened state. So they're starting off really bad if they fail that save. So they're just going to be like, weakened, because they're sickened and fatigued. They also have the exhausted condition.
Huh?
And anytime they make an action, they have to make a DC 23 fortitude check, or they're nauseated for 1 minute. And then the next day after that, from the plague, they become disabled. And anytime they take a standard action, they lose a hit point.
I am glad that my paladin is completely immune to all diseases.
I got resistance.
And then the next day, which is the third day after I've cast the spell, so basically most of the city will be in the first or second condition at that point, if not the third condition, and the city will be under quarantine to make sure it doesn't spread outside of it. They'll be bedridden, which means they can't take any standard or move actions. And
How
then
many
the fourth
innocent
day,
people are going to die because of this?
that's if we were using the bubonic plague.
So which one are you describing?
We're not using the bubonic plague. That's the bubonic plague. That's what the plague does. You're dead in the 5th day after you fail the save. But if you pass the save twice, then you're fine. To be fair, that's actually
like,
accurate.
25% death rate?
20% of the people that got the plague survived it. And what is it? SARS, it was actually like 80%. Like SARS was super lethal, but 80% of people just didn't die from it. So it was something which was the entire point of the South Park joke episode about it, because it was like, yeah, it's super potentially lethal as long as you go to a place where there's a bunch of other people that are sick. If you take care of yourself, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Which is why it was such a big deal, then it calmed down. Seriously though, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 failed save, you're dead. That's still weak to kill you.
Yeah, but that will spread very quickly through the rest of that empire. And
mostly because of epidemic.
Back onto us. And that will splash back onto us. And I can only buy so much time as a healer.
I mean, I can just cast mass heal and remove it.
I can cast remove disease. From people. Actually, can I cast remove disease? Give me a second. I think that's one of my spells. Delay disease. Remove disease, yeah. And is that a 3rd level? Yeah, 3rd level spell. So I could at least cast that 6 times in a day.
And I don't know how many people I can do it with for heal, but I can give them a nice big bonus to their fortitude save of a +8 if I'm in a favorite terrain, which as long as I'm in urban, I can do it. But I'm going to need stuff that'll bolster my defenses against disease. There we go. Treat disease.
All right, so what are you going to do now?
Well, now we're going to just infect the population of a city with a disease and watch them all die horribly.
Nope. That is planned. Triple Z, everything has gone to hell.
Exactly
the nukes are in the
X,
air.
then? Do we get Vin Diesel to try and retrieve something?
No. Triple X is just...
Yeah.
No. Triple X is just, we get a ring gate, we install it a few thousand feet above the castle. We then start dropping lead weights through it. And those lead weights just slam into the castle with physics.
Well, we're going to wait until the since we've got the poison. It is how big is it size wise? Is it like just like a big flask or a canteen?
Sandra?
Sandra?
Yeah. What?
How big is this? How concentrated do you make it? How is it a vial? Is it a flask?
It's a
Or
flask.
is it, water?
If I
Okay,
try
it's a
to
flask.
go to a vial, then it wouldn't infect multiple people.
Fine, I can carry a flask easily enough. I just plop it into a belt pouch.
I need to make sure it was effective after all.
How many people can this affect roughly?
Probably a few dozen.
Only a few dozen. I was hoping it could affect.
I mean, that's if you're not diluting into food. Once you dilute into food, then it's going to, get to the hundreds, maybe thousands. I don't know.
Okay, that'll work. So, here's the plan. I slip into the kitchen, preferably under the cover of invisibility. Dump this stuff into the pot. Escape.
Invisible! You're now invisible.
We're not doing this for a couple of hours, Sandra.
Well, good. You're invisible for a few minutes. Enjoy it.
Okay. We'll replace the flag. Is there a spell you can cast on it so they can't just take the flag down?
I mean, it's animated.
Oh. Is the dragon doing a little dance on it? Or is he taking a nap after eating food?
Nibbles is napping.
Nibbles is napping. Okay. That's fine with me. So what, if people try to take it down, it just jumps out of the way?
Pretty much, yeah.
That works. So yeah. We're about to send this place into just the lowest morale possible.
Oh, boy.
Oh, please. I could do worse.
That doesn't involve killing people.
I could do worse.
That doesn't involve horribly maiming them.
I could... Fine, if you're just going to keep removing every option until eventually I can't say I could do worse, then fine, I'll just stop while I'm ahead.
I was actually at the end of my line there, to be honest.
Oh, okay. I can still do worse.
Okay.
I mean, I could give them all bubonic plague and then cure them before they die.
That sounds risky.
I mean, we'd just lose a few dozen people here and there.
And that kind of defeats...
Well, it would only be the initial infected, so, be soldiers.
Yeah, okay. So I guess we're going to wait around. I'll sneak in, dump the stuff. I'll replace the flag. I'll replace their standard with Nibbles, our good friend, and then just get onto a rooftop and watch the chaos.
Right.
Hey, Lord Nibbles.
Right, at +5 to your stealth check.
Also,
get
just
3
before
times.
he heads up,
A +5. I get
saying
a
in
massive
addition to
bonus
yours.
for invisibility. Was it +20?
In addition to your visibility.
also just before
stuff.
he heads out, I'll also cast
Okay.
muffle sound on him, so he'll get an additional +4 on top of that.
Okay, and I believe moving around gives you a +20 with invisibility.
+10, I believe, actually. But it may be +20, I don't remember. It's a huge enough
So either
bonus that
19
it's
or
just
29
silly.
in addition to your bonuses.
I don't think it matters, Seawall. I
Unless
think
it
you're
rolls
gonna
one.
pass.
+20 when moving. Let's see. 66. So that's getting in. That's dumping the stuff into it. And that's replacing the flag. And I'm going to be on a nearby rooftop and just wait.
Oh,
You guys
I'll
feel free to
join
join
you.
me.
Well,
Yeetus, I am here.
I'll join you on a rooftop.
Wait, better yet. No, she's not here. don't worry. Sanja's just doing other things.
That's it.
Okay. So, Ty, what happens?
Oh boy. First of all, Nibbles is obviously drawing attention. They're like, cut that flag down. We can't, sir. We tried, but burn it if you have to. We tried, sir. And the commander Bork Laser that's barking out the orders like, I was so close to cut that flag down. I was promised a role at one of the divas, and do embarrass me like this. I don't know where the flag came from. And then as Bork Laser like screams out orders, the first group of the mess hall runs out, barfing and puking, barfing all over the place. I go, what's going on? What is this? Sir, the food's been poisoned. How? Don't tell me that those gun snipers poisoned the food. I don't know. We have guards set up and everything. Send out the hunted parties right away. And get that flag down! And Bork walks away as, well, chaos is currently filling the streets right now.
Quick question. Could I use a survival check to scare all the animals in the area away from their hunting parties? Basically a reverse survival check?
No one to go for it.
Oh, Seawall, what do you think I was doing?
Hey, if you want to help out in your own part.
Seawall. Okay. I have a thing called Awaken.
No, we're not awakening more animals. We've got to
Awaken the flag.
What do you mean? What do you mean? How are we having trouble with the horses?
Well, they're kind of engaging in some weird gubernatorial takeover that's kind of annoying.
They're lawful good horses.
So 37 to just make sure there is very little huntable food outside of this area.
But they're lawful good horses. What?
I'm about to say two because food for hunt and food for fish.
Fish, there's nothing I can do about.
But yeah, the food for hunt is barely empty. What do you do about the fish?
Well, that's easy. We lightning bolt the fish.
Well, actually, if we were to capture the fish ourselves using nets, we could potentially preserve them for an extended period and use that to keep our own people
Get some salt. We can do that.
But the question is how we preserve
salt.
I have a pocket dimension that's got a labor force that would love anything that isn't turnips.
Are they willing to salt fish?
I think they'd like anything that isn't taking care of crops right about now. Let's be fair here. They're making turnip liquor.
I guess we're gonna have to go take out one of those fishing groups, steal their equipment, and then be the best fishermen ever.
Mm-hmm.
The fishing group's about 5 people.
So one of us could do it in about 10 seconds. Yep. Got it.
So what kind of check would you have that being done with?
No, survival for the fishing, but that's besides the point.
Let me see.
Okay.
No, I'm coming over Blake. What?
Well, remember, we do have the water breathing scrolls that just plop out whenever we need them.
I mean, technically, those still take a lot of time, but yeah, we got a lot of scrolls of water breathing.
We've got reserves. We've got reserves.
Yeah, we have, because we didn't need to use the other 20, but that's about it.
So are they on a lake? You said they're on a lake.
Yeah.
Fishing on a lake. I hate to do damage to the natural environment and overfish this, but well, we got to cut off their food
an army
supplies.
marches on its belly.
Get them into strict rationing and not trusting their own food. Could be done. So, Ty, do we need to make any checks to take out the fishermen?
Do a will save. Not will save, the reflex save.
All of us? Okay.
$28.
Yeah, you sneak up on them. Yeah, I was about to say, and now after I said that, I actually a stealth check would do, but yeah, you sneak up on them.
Yeah. So you said there are 5 of them?
Yeah.
Are they in a boat about to launch?
Yep.
I'm just gonna sit down in the boat and just start whittling some wood until they notice me.
Now you have to make a will save, not a stealth save, a stealth check.
No. I want them to notice me.
Oh.
I sneak up, sit in the boat.
I guess
and start whittling.
as he's doing that.
What are you doing? Sir, it's him. So, Vikram, huh? And they pull out their swords.
I was also on that boat, and that was a stealth check.
Yeah, they don't notice them. I'm just sitting there going, really? I'm just here for a nice stroll and maybe wanting to sit on go on a nice boat ride, whittling some wood, and you guys pull swords on me?
What are you doing?
Well, isn't it obvious? And he holds up the piece of wood that he's carving into something.
Kill him before he sinks
whoever's the closest to, or at least about to swing a sword or whatever, they're gonna get a hole in their head.
I'm gonna disarm the guy that tries to first swing a sword at me, because I can do that now. If he's human, I get a +2.
All right, if you're gonna go with him, well, okay. He's not gonna have a good day. I guess I'll go with the guy issuing orders.
I think I snatched the sword out of his hand.
Yeah, you
What
snap.
type of sword is it?
Regular katana.
Really? You think you can take me out with a sword?
Yeah,
Someone else
I
gonna
was gonna
try?
try shooting him, but maybe instead I'm gonna try shooting the guy who gave the orders. This is gonna be all non-lethal.
Fine with me.
And that was -4, right?
So -4. Yep, -4 for using a lethal weapon and non-lethal.
All against Flatfoot. Attack 1. Yeah, touch AC.
Touch AC, right?
2. 3. Wow. I'm just not getting good rolls.
Flatfoot touch is rarely above 10 for most people.
Okay.
Yeah, so all of them hit.
And this isn't even full power. 87. Non-lethal damage.
After Leo barks or he is hit by a sniper. He is hit by a bullet and falls flat to the ground. He's alive. He's alive, of course. He's just,
and they did not hear a shot because I used oil of silence.
And I'm looking at these guys and I'm going, so who's next?
The three of them look around and decide to run rush you just to get you off the boat so you can right away.
Okay, I'm still
How
the
many
next
guys
sword.
are there?
I have to.
3 remaining ones. Try to push Griffin off the sword, off overboard. So
I now have two
Right.
I now have 2 katanas. I have no
gonna
idea what
attack,
I'm
like,
doing.
The one that's another one that's going after him, but not the one he tried to he took the katana from. So attack 1. Three. All against touch AC now, because they're all acting.
It's
68 damage on that guy. Does he fall?
as Victory as he charges Victory, he falls and pretty much the shot ringing in his ears before he falls in pain.
And then there was one.
And Remi's about to do something. I guess, to the last guy.
And then there was one.
Oh, Cast Freeze. Oh boy. What kind of save do I need?
Give me a second.
That's an oldie but goodie.
Reflex.
Yep.
No, I don't think that makes it.
Oh, he's falling flat on his ass.
Yeah.
Maybe a level 1 spell, but I think Remy has more than +3 charisma.
And I have 5, so yeah.
Yeah, he's falling flat on his
Okay.
ass, Ty.
And
Yeah.
after he falls down and every other hostile is on the ground, I'll walk up to that guy who's just fallen down and just put the barrel of the rifle at the back of his head.
Look, it can have the book, okay? Just what do you want?
Well, originally I just wanted to sit on the boat and, maybe try and carve a nice little wooden boat for my adoptive daughter, but I guess now we're just going to take the whole boat. What do you guys
It's been
think?
a while since we've been on a boat.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, thanks for the boat.
Right. I'll take the
Good
butt of my
try.
rifle and just bash him in the back of the head with it.
Oof. Unconscious.
So, okay, guys. Now let's figure out how to do mass fishing.
How many nets are there?
About
Knowledge
12.
engineering to understand mechanically how exactly this would work on a ship of this size.
What is your
Plus
your engineering
12.
check at?
Okay.
I'll assist you with my +8.
Mine is. Fuck.
I help
What
out.
is yours, Jimpan?
14.
I assist
Maybe
Remy.
I should- Yep. So Remy, you get a +4. So roll 1d20 + 18, please.
So,
D20
what did
plus
it
18.
say?
Be right back.
18.
Oh yeah, I heard this from a client a long time ago. This is how to operate this ship. So this
Yeah.
and this and this. That's what too much Remy
the,
says to you.
Yeah, the guy that we knocked out first, the guy barking orders. Does he have a fancy hat?
The captain, yeah.
Congratulations, you've been promoted captain, Remy,
Yeah.
and I throw her the hat.
I'll take it on.
So let's get out into the water and figure out fishing. So can I just roll my survival check now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Any positives or negatives?
No, I'm not.
I guess after we start catching some fish, I'll roll like a knowledge nature to see like which are good and which ones are probably poisonous.
My survival would probably cover that. Yeah. So any poisonous fish, things that you shouldn't eat, I'll be throwing back.
You separate the poisonous fish from the good fish.
And we're not killing them. We're throwing them back in the water. We're basically look. We'll come back to fix this later, but we're right now tainting the lake.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we're gonna work through the night, catch all of the fish we can.
While they're doing that, I'm going to tie up the unconscious guards and captain.
All right, they're tied up.
That's one less thing to do.
When do they wake up? When do they wake up?
Around the middle of the night.
I'm guessing Remy's just gonna, sit and just. What instrument does Remy use, Jimpan?
Fiddle.
A what?
Fiddle. Or, give me a second.
It's like a magical floating one, I believe, right? Why am I thinking like old pirate shanties right now? Like
a fiddle. Oh,
that actually goes well with like some sea shanties.
Oh. Is Remy singing sea shanties to keep our morale high while we basically figure out how to commercial fish?
Yeah, sure.
How to fish.
So, what these guys see when they wake up? A ragtag group of adventurers currently doing a massive fishing operation while their captain's hat rests on the head of a catfolk bard playing a fiddle and doing sea shanties.
What the hell? What the hell
Probably the
is
best
this?
performance they've ever seen.
Like, shut up, Captain. I'm digging this performance.
And occasionally we, when we get a really nice salmon, we give it to Remy.
Hey,
we gotta keep the kitty happy, don't we? Yep, see? Happy kitty. Yep. And periodically they see a door to a pocket dimension open up. We take in a whole load of fish. And if they're professional fishermen, they'll know what we're doing. We're trying to drain this. We're trying to drain this lake of edible fish.
The captain's like, wait a second. They drain the lake. All the bad fish are. Oh no. No. You gotta stop this.
Don't worry. We'll put signs on the lake saying that only poisonous fish remain, and we'll come back later to fix the problem.
Also, next time we get a big load up, I'll take one of the poisonous fish. At least one that it can be identified as probably the most poisonous.
Oh?
Just study purposes.
Yeah.
I guess because the time period already bounces, it's probably poisonous at this point.
We're in a freshwater lake, so there are some fish that are poisonous. They're uncommon, but yeah, they exist.
Yeah.
But yeah. Just for the purpose of studying.
Yep. Periodically, the hawk snatches a juicy-looking fish out of the lake and brings it on deck and starts nomming on it. In front of them.
It's so hungry.
I don't believe you would like what I'm working on. And I'm basically like dissecting the fish, carefully removing its organs, things like that.
Oh, be careful with that thing's liver.
Mm-hmm. An improper cut, and it is absolutely lethal.
Yeah. Alara will show some mercy to them and give them a little bit of stew. She will feed them. She is not untying them. She will feed them herself.
Who am I feeding to what now?
Alara's feeding the guys we captured.
Oh, we're not feeding them to something?
No.
Oh, well. Asandra just says that she walks by.
Mercy.
Yes, I'm a paladin.
Makes me want to just see what they taste like. A little bit of salt and pepper.
The captain looks at Sandra and says, "Are you sure
She's
she's
eccentric.
on?"
She's eccentric. Don't question it. Alara says, just moving to him, feeding him stew.
Yes, I'm eccentric. Do.
So I'm guessing after we're all done, the fish are now safely stored in Sandra's pocket dimension and are currently being worked on by her little workforce.
Mm-hmm.
Preserving fish, smoking them, salting them. We'll keep some. We'll have some just cut fresh up so we can once we get back we can give everyone a nice fish dinner.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, after a couple hours, you pretty much drain the lake completely, except for the poisonous fish, of course.
Yep.
We get the boat back to the dock. I'll make up a sign and put a warning on it in multiple languages that basically says, "Warning: this lake now contains almost exclusively poisonous fish. Do not fish."
I'll contribute it
if
in
you value
the
your life.
languages he doesn't speak. Out of curiosity, which languages do you speak?
Common, Undercommon, Elven, Gnome, Drow-Sang language, Infernal, and Draconic.
Okay, so I can give Celestial, Abyssal, and Oh, you said you know Draconic? Okay, so I can add a Celestial and Abyssal.
Yep. So yeah, it just the sign covered in languages. They're going to know at least one of those.
There's just also a thing underneath it that says, "Please do fish," and let's go with Druidic.
Does Druidic even have written language?
Yes.
Yeah. Drow Sign Language doesn't have a written language, of course.
Well, you could just draw pictures of hands.
No. We put hands up there. We put skeletal hands up there.
Yeah,
chop off people's hands, put them up.
It does draw sign language.
So
Nah.
And Remy, I guess you have a fan club now.
Yay.
Yay, fan clubs. Yay.
Are you gonna keep the hat?
I'll keep the hat. Yes, I am.
Just curious, if you want to give it back or not. Guess it's your hat now.
No, it's mine. No.
So yeah, when we're all done with that, I guess we'll keep the weapons that they tried to use on us as well. I'm gonna untie them and go. Okay, good luck, gentlemen. Have a nice day.
Out of curiosity, before we get off the ship, I'd like to do a little quick exploration check on it. Specifically, I'd like to see if there's maybe some smuggled goods, things that that they probably wouldn't want people to know about.
Oh, yep. A perception check? Yep. Go ahead.
And let's see. Do I got a spell that can boost that? Let's see. Okay. Yes, and I have it prepared. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. The spell is Acute Sense. I'm casting Acute Sense on myself. That grants me a plus 20 to my perception check. Well, an additional plus 20 to it. So, let's see here. So, do I find anything of value with a 43?
About some golden jewels.
No other hidden weapons or anything?
Other than fishing knives, no.
Those are expected. So some gold and jewelry. Okay. Surprisingly, no hidden bottles of rum.
Oh, rum, of course.
Yoink! How many bottles of rum and how heavy?
About 20 ounces, about
So
10
200
each.
ounces of rum. Yoink!
Yep.
So yeah, they probably look defeated and very sad.
Especially after you stole the rum, yeah.
And the captain's hat.
Out of curiosity, like, as far as, like...
Let's just say they're not heading back to the... They're not heading back to Grassville anytime soon.
So I guess we'll get back to the slums. How are the people doing?
The slums or the city?
The slums. The city comes next. We're looking at how's the resistance doing? Are they honoring their agreement? Are they keeping a couple of cards with the kids?
On the agreement, they train the kids.
Well, we'll handle the training of the kids. Their job is to keep an eye on them, make sure they're safe.
They're handling the kids. They find out Rachel actually has some alchemist fire and gunpowder, just in case something bad goes wrong. So they take the alchemist fire and gunpowder now. Other than that,
Also,
yeah, everything's
was
fine.
it 10 20-ounce containers of rum, or is it 20 10-ounce containers? Okay.
10-20. No,
Okay.
2010.
I'll toss like 5 bottles to Vikrin. Little
What's this
stuff I
for?
found.
What do you want me to use it
Drink.
for?
Okay.
I don't drink that much, and I'm more into whiskeys and wines.
Yeah, man. Consider it a gift.
Okay, I'll put them in my bag of holding. Might be useful later. So let's see. Yeah, so let's see. I guess we probably should get some rest because we kind of stayed up late. So
I'm gonna get some
We'll
rest.
get some rest.
Before I go to bed, I'll at least try one of those bottles of rum. How is it?
It's actually pretty tasty. You notice it's from the Samuel Smith Company.
wait, how did this get out here? Vikram finally looks at the bottle.
It seems that Sam has diversified the lines a bit. Now you're probably almost like obligated to try it.
I'll try a little bit later. Right now, I'll keep it stowed. So let's see. Other than that, Vicar and Alara might do some spar practice in the middle of the warehouse.
You actually have some kids watching.
They do curiously notice that Alara's not using the sword on her hip, but instead a training sword she pulled out of her bag. Though Vikram is using his normal gladiuses.
Yep.
So yeah, they basically see two weapon fighters going at it.
Yeah.
Vikram using a lot of combat maneuvers, disarm, trip.
If they look at
things of that
Saloon, they
nature.
just see her making bullets. Well, I'm actually just
Lots of
initially
bullets.
making enough to fill up my bandolier. So only a couple.
Wait, do you have a bullet press too?
Yeah,
in
I
your bag
have.
somewhere.
Yes.
Since you make cartridges, nice.
Of course I would buy that.
Okay, so half the kids is watching you and Alara fight. A quarter of the kids is watching Vikram like press bullets, and the main group is roughly Raimi Performer song.
Alright now kids, this is called the primer. The primer acts as the ignition source for the powder inside. And the rifle must be well made, and preferably rifled. Otherwise, if it's just a smooth bore, it's just going to go anywhere. Yep,
They're paying attention very carefully.
She's basically giving like a gun safety course and a gun education course as she's loading.
Including Rachel, because obviously she's never had a gun safety course before, so of course Rachel's also there as well.
Okay. So if you need me to make more ammunition, just provide me the materials and I can make them for you. Technically, since they're providing me the materials, I don't have to spend gold.
Oh, technically, yes.
It just depends on how, Ty, you never told us how much in materials we were able to salvage.
I think about 20 to 30 pounds of well, scrap metal.
Well, it's specific metals she needs. She needs pretty much what? You could probably get away with just copper for the bullet casings if you had to.
Ideally brass.
Oh, yeah, brass. Yeah.
Brass, it'd be brass, lead, components for powder, and a little bit of alchemical stuff for the primers.
All right. Brass is like...
we would need to the gold.
1,000 gold a day for me just to like make all that stuff if I was doing it for like 24 hours. What? 8 hours worth of work would be 1,000 gold worth of ammunition I can create.
Yeah.
So pretty much the equivalent of 1,000 gold worth of ammunition.
What? 1,000 gold? Okay, so 1 day's worth of one full day's worth of
how many like types of weapons? Is it like advanced rifles, muskets, shotguns? Like roughly what type of guns are there? Was there?
I think it's just...
No, I just mean like... No, I mean for like the kind of guns, powder, so that they get the right kind of ammunition.
Cartridges always have one type.
The only advanced gun you see is
shotgun.
Rifle.
Or double-barreled shotgun.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah. So I just spend the next 8 hours making ammunition. And I'll allow Rachel a chance to press a couple of rounds.
He's actually pretty good.
Now this is what you call a chokehold, kids.
Oh, that's some of the fires and some of the younger kids are watching you.
Maneuvers like this require extensive training to utilize properly. I'm not even properly trained to use this maneuver in a combat situation. I'm better at pulling off. Sweeping the legs is a good way to trip them, but there are other ways to trip them.
Kick him in the balls?
Go. Only works on half the population.
Trust me. If I kick Saloon between the legs, she's not going to like it any more than you'd like it.
Even with dwarves.
Now, dwarves, it's easier. Because regardless of what you kick down there, the dwarf's going to fall over. It's easier just to shave the beard, though.
That's just mean.
Let's see.
I disagree.
And actually, Asandra, Higamaru is hanging out with you because she doesn't know this before. Higamaru's actually pretty good at magic.
Yay, my first apprentice! I'm going to teach her the ways of the necromancer.
Higamaru's a he.
I'm going to teach her the ways of the necromancer.
Higamaru's a he.
Lesser wish.
Don't you dare.
I guess Higamaru's a she now.
Maybe. Still he, but just,
Yeah.
I like that that can basically be my response right now. My response to a situation like, no. I'm a guy, I'm a girl. I'm a guy, I'm a girl.
Bed goes
Snaps
up, bed goes down. Bed
fingers.
goes up, bed
What
goes
are
down.
you?
Yeah.
Saloon
Pokemon is
enters
now your
bedroom, saloon leaves bedroom. Saloon enters
Pokemon.
bedroom.
Yeah, Pokemon, at least for the time being, is your apprentice.
Ty, you're forgetting. She's got a pocket dimension. She can just throw him in and lock the door.
He is so fascinated, he does not care, at least for the time being.
Oh yeah. Look, I got an apprentice, guys. Salute! I could teach him all my magic stuff.
I am now deeply concerned.
She's cool and she can perform magic. I've never had magic cheating before in my life. I never had magic cheating in my life, but I still in magic.
Okay.
4 of our 5 party members can produce.
Just out of
magic.
curiosity, like, what school of magics would like the kid do? Like wizard, sorcery. Okay.
Sorcery.
So Zandra and Remy would be the best teachers then.
Yep. The other 2 are divine casters and prepared.
Yep.
Right now he doesn't right now he doesn't care because he sees Asana like, you're cool. Yeah, you could try to swim away later, but right
He's
now,
happy.
yeah. Plus is what like 12?
As long as he's off the front line.
Inside the city, of course, is pure chaos because, well, the hunting party hasn't returned yet, and when they do return, they return empty-handed. No one trusts the stew. No one trusts the stewsmith anymore. In fact, she's about to be hung any minute now. And
I'm gonna go handle that one actually. Be right back, kids. So is she in a jail cell?
for treat, though she's in the news about to be hung
Right.
any minute now. So
Okay,
for treason
quick
against for treason against the Empire, and join that ridiculous flag up there, we find you guilty.
Hold on, I gotta do my stealth check really quick.
Stealth check. I'll do a stealth check as well.
Yeah, I'm invisible. I'm on a rooftop, and I'm about to do a trick shot. I'm gonna shoot the rope as they try to drop her. Okay.
Oh, I'm also nice and
I
stealthy.
can do this. I can do this.
That was also nice.
Damn.
You'll be in the crowd. You'll be in the crowd to grab her and run.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep them busy. So yeah. So when they're about to hang, I guess I'm gonna do a very good trick shot.
Just in the event you fail, I'd like to prepare an action to shoot it as well.
Would a 32 take the rope out?
Well, you're about to shoot it as well because the nerve is the rope.
I nearly missed the rope?
Yeah.
Damn it. Firing second shot because I've got that ability.
Boom. Hit. Boom. He slices off the rope. As the labor pulls, he slices off the rope, and she was yeah.
And
He slices off the rope before after the pulley.
yeah, basically the pulley's
Yeah, you know
been
what I mean.
pulled. She's starting to drop. The rope gets cut by an arrow. As she's falling, I run to try and catch her. What kind of roll do I need to do to successfully catch her safely?
That's a strength check.
18.
You know what? Yeah, I can see this. Yeah, you capture.
Alright. Catcher, and I start moving, booking it.
I'm gonna start. I'm not gonna fire arrows at them, but I'm gonna be firing arrows in front of them.
Also,
from a rooftop, and just causing chaos among the lines. I'm using cheap arrow. Just to let you know, I am using some of the cheap arrows that we've probably been able to steal from some of their archers. So I'm not
out of curiosity, did I see any like marksmen? I toss 4 bullets, adamantine bullets in the air, and cast the spell Bullet Ward. So I have like 4 walls to protect me.
So yeah,
get away! After him!
Arrows just start raining down in front of them.
What the? What the?
They see a cloaked figure on a rooftop about 100 feet away.
Yeah, they're trying to fire.
Also, I engage in the gunslinger's dare, run like hell, so my move speed is increased by 10.
Ooh, nice. I probably should have lent you my boots.
Bork walks up and like, what is it this time? You can't even hang a simple man right?
Apparently not. Quick question. Does he have a weapon on his hip? Ty?
Yeah, I was back a longsword.
Okay, then whistle, 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 hawk, fetch. I'm stealing his shit from him. $29 versus his, I will assume, flat-foot CMD.
Yeah, it hits.
Yep, Hawk comes in, claws bared, grabs a sword, and flies away.
And as the chaos pretty much levels off.
Yep, I'm going to Assassin's Creed out of town.
You wish to be one of the divas, and yet this is the way your city, and yet this is the way you leave in charge of your city. Look at it. Look at this flag. He pulls out his rifle. Boom, boom, boom. Borklace is not dead.
Oh, thank God. I thought he was going to shoot Mr. Nibbles.
I know that it's pretty much an all. Remember the R9 from RoboCop? Pretty much that's how it sounds like every time he pulls the trigger.
Oh, nice.
1 turns into 3 automatically.
So let's see. So I'm guessing the town smells horrible right now. Due to all the vomit and shit.
Yeah.
How do the troops look, morale-wise?
After they lost their leader, get gunned down. Not
They can't
that
do a simple
good.
They can't do a simple hanging.
They can't even get food or.
Wow, they are actually not too far away from full-on mutiny.
That's why Mrs. Winchester stopped by, because he sensed something's wrong and like, no.
With this amount of chaos, probably.
You safeties.
Okay, and did any of them try and take a shot at me?
They're too busy scared for Mr. Winchester.
So I still have those 4 adamantine bullets. Once we're safe, I'll just cancel the effects of the spell and just get those bullets back. Mm-hmm.
Stow the bullets. Stowing bullets. Yep. So yeah, so I guess we The cook's probably scared out of his mind as he's being dropped down in a unfamiliar place by a woman who was able to carry him.
Thank you. Who are you? She says.
Victor pulls down his mask and goes, "Well, howdy, I'm Vikram. This is Saloon."
Hello. I pull out my my evil propaganda poster. You've probably seen these posters quite a few times.
They are a massive exaggeration.
Yes, I have. Why did you save me? I thought you were, well, evil.
Because I kind of was the one who poured the poison into the soup. Didn't realize they tried to take the cook out.
Oh, I'm...
My bad, sorry about that.
No, it's okay. I wanted to poison that soup for years, but just can't because, well...
So, do you have any family in the city? Because I think me and Vikram, we have a quick stop to make.
No, I have a family at the church.
So the church in the by the Arrowville Republic. Okay.
Yeah.
Before we send you back, would you mind helping us out a little bit? We got about how many mouths need feeding these days? The resistance, the
at
kids.
At least know 30 kids.
Look. Yeah, we've got at least 30 kids here. We do okay, but we're not exactly cooks. You mind helping us out till we get these kids out of here?
Sure. What do you need?
Don't worry. Just somebody to cook. We've got cooking supplies. We got plenty of cooking supplies. Mainly fish, but fish works.
Let me see now. Oh yeah, this is top of the line. Yeah, I
kind of had to drain the lake, but yeah.
I could work with this just fine. Ooh, nice cooking supplies. And fried. I can do some fried potatoes though. Yeah, this might work.
We also got turnips.
Turnips. So. Ooh, bring them here.
I guess I'm gonna go get a couple of turnips from the turnip farm. How big's the pile of turnips?
It's decent size. It's just, an acre or so turnips.
Is it magically enchanted to grow faster and bigger yields?
No, it grows about the standard rate.
Oh,
I haven't done that yet. That's later. That's going to take a bit.
So we've got some turnips.
Yeah, I'm actually, that's the second goal that I'm doing. I'm using magic to do that because I can swap out. I can basically, what I'm going to be doing is making more arcane traps, which are going to be demi-planes that it's going to be growing even faster now, long and short, and it's going to be able to make it so there's super fertile soil. Yay!
I've seen that she's a professional cook. Oh damn!
Jesus Christ, she one of like the best cooks on the planet. Why isn't she cooking for emperors?
Well, actually, I was cooking for the Lake Emperor.
What exactly happened to him? Compared to what the official story says, what actually happened?
Well, they didn't like to send take over the kingdom. So he teamed up. Well, it's a long story. You know Ryu Shermy, right?
Yes, we've had engagements with him.
Well, at one time the mother and father were in charge of protecting the emperor. Of course, Emperor Wufu did. Of course, the emperor did like that. The current emperor did like that, and neither did Ryu. So after they set out looking for a sword, I don't know what type of sword it was, but when it returned, well, they got cut down.
Yeah,
the former emperor and
Soul
his
Taker
parents.
the Soul Taker katana. Nasty piece to work. We've got plans of making sure it does not exist after we're done with it.
Hope so.
And we find the strongest forge in the Arrowville Republic, reinforce it with adamantine, get it to the highest possible heat that can be maintained within it, while keeping the sword in an anti-magic field. Throw the sword inside and see what happens.
Actually, the strongest force. Have we passed a city called Small Town?
Yes, we passed through it to get here.
Deep into the mountains is the strongest forge, I guess, imaginable. The elves have to trust you. The dwarves have to trust you, though. But I'm sure that
the price that we would be bringing would be more than enough to tempt him to destroy it.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert in mountains, but I might be able to find their keep. Won't be easy.
It'll be about here.
Oh boy. We'll have to put that on the back burner. For now, we've got to worry about this town. Unless you guys think we can leave it for a few days.
My concern, though, is what Winchester will do.
Yeah, he's one of the few that's comparable to us. So.
Hopefully he leaves.
What kind of person is Winchester? Because we only had a very brief encounter with him before. All we could gather from him was traditional professional type.
Well, I know he had a couple of his quartermasters killed after we sabotaged his supplies.
He's not exactly taking no prisoners attitude. Either follow orders or, well, you die.
Can't imagine there's quite a bit of a high turnover rate with them as commander.
Yeah, but it gets results. That's other than Ryu himself, he's pretty much the highest level commander there is.
Very Soviet of him.
Not most is known about Winchester, even where it comes from. He's just loyal to the Empire, and well, that firearm of his, no one wants to mess with.
I myself have a very nice gun as well. Curious as to which one's better. To which I show off my rifle.
Well, with a good shot from my bow or a lucky move from my hawk, we could get that gun away from him.
Good luck, it's a massively enhanced firearm.
So's mine.
Firearms aren't that effective if you're up in their face with a knife.
You know,
he has some skills as a knife as well.
My only concern is what if he has like special curses on it, in case someone else touches it.
Well,
right now we don't know. The only time he pulls it out is when he's about to kill someone, and once he kills someone, he puts it right back away. In other words, it's not like Rotunda's or Isaac's sword where you have to hold it right away.
Yeah, we're going to treat this.
Oh yeah, didn't we already take Isaac's swords?
And
did we already capture him?
Yeah, Sandra has it.
Oh yeah, Sandra has it, right?
Yeah.
So the sword that can pretty much once affected by magic is pretty much immune to magic.
Yep. Yeah, Sandra, you got that in one of your magical laboratories, right?
Yes, I do.
Good.
As you soon, Winchester pipes up in the line. Even you can hear him. For those troops that are still alive, the spot of commander is open. Go find the party, kill them, and the spot of commander will be yours. And maybe with any hope, this we will replace my. If you find a powerful weapon, the spot of diva may be yours as well. Now, go and hunt.
Oh boy. Well, looks like we're gonna have some problems. Psychological warfare, anyone?
Psychological warfare, absolutely.
I'll be in the Republic away. Not Republic. I'll be in the Empire awaiting those who succeed in the mission. Those who fail, well, the world champ. Well, Rotunda does need some new opponents, and that he walks away.
Huh. Well, so he's leaving.
But now the guards are like win or face Rotunda.
So I'm thinking maybe we can try to get them considered defecting to the Arrowville Republic. So yeah, could I get to the top of that tower?
Oh.
Which tower?
Ooh. And I also have a spell prepared that would be quite nice here.
Yeah.
Fearsome Duplicate.
What spell is that?
You create a larger and far more menacing version of yourself that you can send forward, manipulate like a puppet, and use to interact with others. You can make the duplicate up to 2 size categories larger than you, and determine a theme as to how it alters your original appearance. However, the duplicate always retains some vestiges of your actual appearances. Creatures who already know you gain a +2 bonus on saving throws made to disbelieve the spell. Your duplicate doesn't have any actual substance, and you cannot use it to alter its surroundings or attack, or otherwise cause harm to creatures it encounters. You can use the duplicate to speak and interact verbally with creatures using bluff, diplomacy, and intimidate skills. Gain +2 competency on intimidate check when using that skill through the duplicate. You can also hear, see, taste, and smell your duplicate's surrounding, as if you were actually present there using my perception skill, while you're also aware of it in the immediate surroundings when controlling the duplicate. Controlling it does take a toll on my senses, so I do take a -4 penalty while controlling the duplicate. The duplicate moves under your mental command, and while you need not act out its movements, you must take a standard action to control your duplicate for 1 round, concentrating the spell on it, or wink it out of existence. The duplicate... So I can make that thing actually look exactly like my propaganda poster.
Or you could make yourself look like a savior. Let's give them the third option.
Wouldn't exactly do that. It's a far more menacing version of me, so I can't exactly make it look nice or benevolent.
Well, we could use intimidation to make them think that they're fighting something far worse than what they fear in the Wufu Empire.
Possibility.
So you can make it huge and just hang out in the center of town.
Yep. Oh, bats flying it to form it. That would be the ultimate illusion to go with it. Okay, so that could...
Why am I getting flashbacks to Castlevania Season 1 when Dracula speaks to people?
I actually just recently saw that. It's actually the first few episodes. Really nice.
Yeah.
We all recommend it.
Season 3 has been approved.
Ooh, there's this third season of it?
Well, two seasons, but yeah.
There's two seasons, but yeah, season 3 is going to be 10 episodes. It's going to be slightly longer. And current theory is that this is going to be the last season with Trevor. Because
I'm not very far in it, so no spoilers, please.
Yeah, no problem. Go, let's continue.
So, what would you want me to say to these people?
That they are facing a power that they cannot. That they will not be able to fight against. That's basically say that the two options they have are try to capture us and get maimed and die, run back to the Wufu Empire and get put into the gladiatorial arena, or they could seek out a path of redemption, drop their weapons and surrender to the Arrowville Republic. And we'll deal with any stragglers that think that they can fight.
Also, Isandra, do you think you can cause a few lightning bolts to hit down where I could spawn my image? Maybe a small firestorm where I'm speaking through it?
Don't you dare harm Nibbles,
nowhere near Nibbles. Maybe on the gallows. So
we have to introduce Nibbles as a propaganda as a friendly propaganda thing for kids. We need Nibbles plushies.
The shit, man.
Well, you heard it here first. Get to work on those Nibble plushies. We're assassins. What is wrong? Well, here's some turnips. Start carving. How are these going to become plushies? Oh, they're not. I'm just gonna make you carve while I make the arcane trap that will make about 100 of them at a time. What is wrong with you? I'm just being cruel because you were evil human beings.
Okay, so unfortunately the closest thing is I'll have to get to within 240 feet of where I'll be projecting the image.
Oh, we can get you there pretty quick. Stealth checks.
Stealth check. Mine's 5 because the guards are like looking for you hardcore.
Move silently. We can counter most of that. So, Kiri, how many uses of a move silently do you have?
I have a total of. Give me a second to open up my spell list. I have a grand total of 4 uses of it prepared.
Okay, good. So I guess the two of us will go in.
So those.
We'll set up on a rooftop, probably around here. I'll keep an eye on your body while you basically are. So okay, well, so you're puppeteer, and we're gonna call the other thing marionette. Yep. So this will be Operation Marionette.
Okay.
I protect the puppet.
Stealth check. Don't fail us now. 32.
35.
Barely made it.
So we just made it. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Cops.
Now, I'm going to take my the saloon evil propaganda poster and memorize every detail of it that I can do.
I'll hold it up for you while you cast the spell. I'm there, remember?
All right, and I'm going to. Okay. If only Sandra was here, she could cast it like maybe a small firestorm just to give us show, and then that comes. Oh well. Okay. I'll cast it as a large size. It'll be as size category large. Okay.
No, go
okay,
huge.
2 size. Yeah, okay. I didn't know what was beyond large, outside of gargantuan, but I didn't know what was that.
Huge. Large, huge,
all right.
Huge, and large.
Going with huge, and it will look just like the propaganda, with some blood here and there. However else it's described. And it'll be launched, like, right on the gallows. All right. And
Actually, I could probably make a makeshift flaming arrow that lands
yes,
on the
that would be a good
gallows,
idea,
setting it on
Fibrin.
fire.
Prepare it. Do it.
Taking one of the crappy arrows that I probably have thousands of crappy arrows at this point that we've been taking from guys. So I'll take one of those. I'll dip it in extra. I'm not trying to hit a person, so I'll put a lot of cloth around it, dip it in a lot of lantern oil so it's dripping, light it and launch it.
Right. Okay, and I'm guessing he'll hit the gallows.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And
why did they leave all this lantern oil on the gallows? I don't know, but I targeted it.
all right, and like in the middle of that conflagration that's forming, there will be a huge-sized, very scary-looking saloon appear. Attention, enemies of the Wufu Empire. If you challenge us, you will die. If you surrender and run away, you'll simply be sent to the gladiatorial death arena. However, there is a third option. Surrender to the Republic. Head to the Republic. Be honest in your surrender, and you will be treated with a dignity as a POW would be. However, cross us, and you will suffer horrifically.
Well, I just wasted that 20. I'm trying to assist you.
Mm-hmm.
So get a +2.
So, make your decision. Do you stand and fight? Do you try to run away, to avoid fight, only to inevitably be caught by the Wufu Empire and made to die in the arena? Or be smart and surrender? The choice is yours. Oh, come
Okay.
on.
Roll intimidate.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, come on. I'll give you one more chance.
Damn!
Damn! Yeah, all of them surrender, except some of them run away.
Okay,
but all
since
of them
I'm
surrender.
huge sized, I can see where they're going. So, perception check to see where they go. And actually, do I get a bonus with perception with this spell, or is it just the speaking ones? Let's see. So, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's just -4 for my perception.
A9 of them surrender. Rest. Heading this way.
To
Where are they
the
heading?
northeast gate here.
How many total?
See now. About 200.
Are they looking running scared? Or are they looking for a fight running?
They're looking running scared.
Let them go. I guess we'll jump down from the rooftop, and the first couple of guards that come across, throw open the gates, let the people back into their homes. Now.
You've made the right decision.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You've made the right decision. And the fearsome image, it just winks out as like a mass swarm of bats.
Nice.
And as you say these words, you hear from the outskirts of the scene, boom, 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 boom. It seems Mr. Winchester has been wanted the whole time to see who runs away.
Okay, so we hear the sound fire from the northeast gate, and not in the center area. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we get can we get a message to the Arrowville Republic quickly for them to send forces here now? We've secured the city, and they're basically have a peasant. We've basically, what, equivalent to a peasant levy? That's what we've got for soldiers right now?
Pretty much.
Yep. Okay, getting the people back inside, getting all the getting the food stores refilled, getting the people into secured buildings.
Air distance. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to. I can use the spell Sending. Though it's 25.
Contact the military commander at the fort.
Yes.
Since he does know us, let him know we've temporarily secured the city, but we're going to need forces quick. We may be fighting Mr. Winchester's.
And let's see, it's only 25 words that I can use for this. Okay. Well.
City secure. Temporary. Winchester, possibly on march. Troops ASAP.
Okay.
Reinforcements ASAP.
Saloon. Yep. Yeah, that's less than 25 easily.
25.
So, Saloon here. City secured temporarily. Winchester here. Need reinforcements soon. And they say
I hear like.
Can't respond.
it's
He
basically
cannot
it's basically like a
respond,
one-way
sending.
communication thing.
Okay.
Let's see. Even if the sending is received, subject is not obligated to act upon it. But these guys would be idiots to not do it. Especially since I mentioned who it was that was sending it.
Yep. So yeah, in the commander's quarters, do I find any nice things like a really nice spyglass?
Yeah.
I'm getting to the tallest tower, in the tallest towers, and I'm going to do a full scout around the city. I'm looking in all directions.
Assistance?
I'm looking for an army.
Yeah, the army's on the. Yeah, the army's already on the way.
I will not be able to see our reinforcement. I'm looking for Winchester's forces.
Actually, that's the strange thing. Winchester isn't marching toward the city; he's marching away from the city, already captured the 10% of men who would be fighting in the guard.
So, acting as a commissar.
Manage.
Acting as a commissar. A commissar.
What's a commissar?
They were the disciplinary troops of the Soviet Union.
They're political.
They would shoot deserters on sight.
Pretty much, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna dismantle the slums as quickly as possible, get everyone inside, and we're gonna have to have people on the walls, sealing the gates. Lockdown.
I'll help for that. What about us, Rachel? I'm afraid that the South Street gang is disbanded. What? Yeah, the mission's complete. So I don't want Peter Kid and harm's danger anymore.
We are going to need help breaking down the camps out there, though. Getting supplies inside, helping move the wounded. I
But
think
it
you guys
must
can
be
handle
through
that.
voluntary consent only.
We can help with that. Yeah.
So we're going to get these slums
anything for the
dismantled.
city.
We're getting the slums dismantled, getting everyone within the city's walls, closing the gates after everyone's inside, and we are on high alert until reinforcements arrive.
Alright, so the next day, reinforcements have arrived. Rachel is acting as the orphanage as the orphanage mother until something proper arrives. Yeah, she's still in charge of the kids. It's just
Different capacity.
The South Street gang.
She's not the orphanage mother. She's the big sister.
The big sister, yeah.
Yep, she's big sis. Don't fuck with Big Sis.
Until new Orphan's mother arrives.
So I've got a feeling that most of the food rations for the military are still there.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And none of that is poisoned because I've poisoned the pot, not the entire supply. Because I am smart, long run.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got plenty of food. We've got arms. We've got military regulars in the city, so a temporary government can be formed pretty quickly, and I guess our work here's done.
I believe it might be.
I'm keeping the spyglass, by the way.
Also, is there like a garrison, like a small like a garrison of where these guys used to be, like the Wufu Empire guys used to be primary one?
Oh, you mean the barracks?
How about we do a little trip to their barracks and liberate some things?
Let's check the barracks. What do we see there?
Weapons, some armor, some horses.
Azandra,
we'll leave those to the city.
You know what you must do.
So, but seriously, what happened with the other horses? I wasn't here.
I was joking that they were making some strange gubernatorial decisions that were kind of weird.
They are now on the council of that city, and part of the interim government. They're part of the provisional government now.
And to which I point to these horses and say, Azandra, you know what you must do.
Poke, poke, poke.
Awaken these beautiful beasts.
Yay! Love a good
also,
horse.
in the barracks, do I find an adamantine bayonet?
You know what? Yeah. The second adamantine bayonet other than Rachel's bayonet. Who's she retired now?
Oh, absolutely.
She can keep it.
Big Sis is in charge of dismantling the. Big Sis is in charge of dismantling the slum town.
At least the kids. I've got a feeling there are multiple groups dismantling it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, just dismantling it, getting all supplies back into the city, lockdown, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Always fun. Getting people back into places.
And I actually now have a bayonet. A good quality one.
Nice. So next step is we've got to get in touch with those dwarves who have that forge. We might need
also, again, in these warehouses, dark leaf cloth.
Let me see.
Sweet.
You know what? Yeah.
Nice.
I'll give that stuff to Vikrin. Well, Vikrin, I think you know what to do with this.
What do you want made?
A very fine spider silk bodysuit.
I have never made one of those before. That's an extremely exotic.
But you've been around so many drows, so you've probably seen some women with such armor.
Well, I mean, there were a few smiths in my original city that made them. Not many though. Most of them use much heavier armors. I could try to replicate it. Can't make any promises, but I'll do my best. So Ty, do you want me to make a crafting check?
Yep.
Amy, can you throw me a crafter's fortune, please?
Okay, done.
Thank you. Okay. So, this may take several days, but would a 42 be able to create what she's asking?
Yeah.
This is non-magic, but This is a masterwork dark leaf cloth attire. Properly fitted, should be good to go. You can wear it underneath your current armor until we have time to enchant it.
Just out of curiosity, like mechanically speaking, would I still use would I add the AC that I'd gained from that in addition to what I have, or?
No. If you're somehow wearing two types of armor, you use the best AC stats and the worst negative stats. So the best positive stat, worst negative stats. So in your case, you're basically wearing a bodysuit. That's effectively what you're wearing right now underneath your armor. Doesn't help you, doesn't hinder you because it's so lightweight. But yeah, we've got to get boogieing to the dwarves. So do I need to roll a survival check to try and find this place, Ty?
Yeah. Okay. On the way there, however, you notice a familiar red hawk in the sky. He lands and says, I guess congratulations, or it's the Empire. Mm-hmm. It's the Emperor.
So, is he projecting himself, or is he just speaking through it?
Yeah, he's projecting himself.
Yes, it was a hard-fought victory. But I'm sure you have more important things to do than to just give a nice little social call to us.
Just out of curiosity, we ever get the Emperor's name?
Emperor Wufu the 24th.
Wu? I'm going to call you Wu. So, Wu, how long did it take you to get those cities in the first place?
About 6 months.
We've been here for, what, about a month?
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I should note that next time I should note to put some more stronger men in charge.
Oh. Some very good strong men. Oh.
Well, at least Rotunda's happy. He has plenty of volunteers for his gladiatorial arena. I have to find a replacement for Isaac, though.
I suspect that whoever wins the tournament there will probably end up being the replacement for Isaac.
Find a very valuable weapon. I have some ideas of where a weapon can be found. Of course, I'm not going to tell you, but...
Oh, come on, Wu. We're such good friends. You can tell us your secrets.
Oh, come on.
No.
We are nice people. Give me a sec to roll diplomacy.
I'm going to help you with this one.
Okay. So...
I can help.
I help.
Diplomacy to me.
Help. Well, okay, we're helping Remy.
Yes.
Remy's going to convince him to help us.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yep.
Fuck. Skills.
So, Jimpan, you get a +4 to your diplomacy.
Okay, add that to my form. I said whatever.
Jesus Christ!
41. So she comes up with her cute little captain's hat and gives him the puppy, gives him the kind of the kitty cat eyes, going, "You can tell us."
Yeah, please.
Miss Remy. A pleasure to see you again.
You too.
Fine. I'll have it be a race. You know the time I destroyed a long time ago? I have a reason for destroying it. I have a very powerful weapon that's hidden inside it.
Okay.
If you could beat my champion to it, then maybe maybe you could have it.
Yeah, then. The race is on.
And now, if you excuse me, I have a tournament to
Oh,
set up.
please, don't let us take your time.
Goodbye
She just
for
blows a
now.
kiss.
Okay. Good luck.
Goodbye. I highly doubt the Osmodian courts are happy with you. My family was smart enough not to piss them off by hiring a guy who steals devil souls.
At this point, the hawk pretty much flaps his wings and flies away.
So he destroyed an entire kingdom because they had a weapon that threatened him.
Yeah.
Where do you think they hit it?
I suspect we probably have to go right back to the city that... Wait a minute. Which was that city that had, like, that guy who was digging around something? I think there was, like, a basement near him or something?
If we can get a magical connection... Wait, hold it. I'm pulling up. Don't we have basically the equivalent of like a speaking stone or something that's connected to the king of Westwood?
I think that was in, like, the capital city in the kingdom to the east.
No. He gave us a physical one to contact him. Could have sworn we had one because I used it to contact him before the refugees were sent out.
Huh.
Well, if so, it would be in your inventory because I know I don't have it.
Okay. I'm asking Ty if we ever actually had that thing. Or
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Okay. I'm pulling out the contacting stone, I guess, and I'm gonna go. Your Highness, you awake? We need to quickly speak.
Good morning.
Yeah. Hi. Sorry. But is that paladin we sent over to you? Is he still hanging around Westwood?
He moved to what he moved to what
He moved to where?
he moved to Broomswick a long time ago.
Well, that's still in his kingdom. Yeah. Could you try to get the stone to him quickly, or get him to the stone, whichever's faster. We need to talk to him about the possibility of a powerful weapon still existing within the remnants of his home kingdom.
It'll be a couple of days, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll start searching ourselves. Just I'll keep this in my belt pouch. We should be able to hear it if you contact us. Thank you.
At this point, he hands up and go back to sleep.
Yep. So let's go. So yeah, we gotta get there quick. So who's ready for forced marches?
Couldn't we just have Isandra just teleport us back to that city?
True. Isandra, would you happen to have a greater teleport available?
V? Hello? Okay, for some reason he's muted.
Yep.
Well, it's a better idea than a forced march.
Yeah.
I taste the future.
Zandra, do you think you can get like a greater teleport set up for us?
Sure.
You remember that?
Where to?
The remnants of that kingdom in the east, the capital city of it.
Oh yeah, okay. Fine. Not even someplace
there's
interesting like a
possibly a super weapon there.
volcano.
There's possibly a magical artifact there that's really powerful. A weapon.
Yeah.
And I know you would want to probably study that weapon if we get our hands on it.
Oh, another super weapon. Fine. I'll add it to the collection.
Yeah, the super weapon collection always gets more beautiful the more items you add to it.
Yeah.
So,
So teleport. Emergency teleport. We'll have to find the dwarves later.
to be fair, we kind of need to deal with Ryu before dealing with them. Oh yeah, he was here, but he got teleported away.
Yep. So yeah, let's see. Okay. We need to break up into search teams. We gotta search every nook and cranny of the city. We have to find either some sort of hidden vault or I don't even know where to begin. So I'm gonna get to work.
Well, I'm just basically going to constantly cast Detect Magic everywhere we go.
True seeing! Everybody gets true seeing.
Holy crap. I rolled a 20 on my perception check to search through the city.
Jesus.
Time to find
Seawolf.
What is true
You
seeing
also
do?
have true seeing.
What does that do?
It lets you ignore illusions.
But even better.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me just sip my third cup of coffee today. I shouldn't be drinking this much coffee. But I can see stars.
Okay, so we can see through all illusions. What else can True Sight do?
What was that?
I was just asking what else True Sight can do.
I think it's just illusions.
Oh shit, it's level 6 now.
What is illusion?
True seeing. You call for the subject's ability to see all things that actually are. The subject sees through normal and magical darkness, notices secret doors hidden by magic, sees exact locations of creatures or objects hidden under blur or displacement effects, sees invisible creatures or objects normally seen, sees through illusions, sees the true form of polymorph, changed, or transmuted beings. Further, the subject can focus its vision into the ethereal plane, but not into extra-dimensional spaces. The range is 120 feet. True seeing, however, does not penetrate solid objects. In no way coffers an X-ray. I've got a way to do that. Yeah. Okay. So, Ty, with a 52 plus true seeing, do I find something we missed the first time we searched the city?
Oh boy, yes.
No one ever expects the nat 20.
Okay. Is it like a stone? Is it basically a stone door that was hidden with magic?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna place my hand on the stone door, and I'm gonna use my special ability.
Also, considering the kind of magic it is, I could cast 3 rounds of Detect Magic to, first is obviously detecting the presence or absence of magic.
I can see through an object that is 6 inches thick. Is this object 6 inches thick?
Yep.
Or less?
It's about 6 inches thick.
Okay, just barely enough. Yeah. I'm going to place my hands on it. I can keep. Okay. It's gonna. Basically, what happens is Vikram just sits there in prayer, speaking. He'll be speaking in he'll be speaking in Elven, asking Desna to give him the eyes of the explorer. After about a minute, he opens his eyes. They're basically completely black, and now he can see through this object. What does he see on the other side? And again, I'm going to roll perception and I'll still have true seeing effect on me. So 34.
Okay. Second. It hasn't actually set the map yet.
What?
Not.
That's how you broke up.
I haven't set the actual map yet because I didn't expect a natural 20. so give me a second to set up.
It's fine, Ty.
Well, I have to.
Basically, I have the
detect
map.
magic going constantly. So, do I find things that are magical, like magic hidden in walls or traps? Well, detect magic technically doesn't detect magical traps, but. But she's basically has detect magic going for magic.
Let's see, where is it? See, I've got 10 minutes to check this out.
Yep. And like I say, I'm just constantly spamming detect magic.
So I'm seeing. Well, we haven't opened the door yet. I'm just seeing what's on the other side.
Yeah.
So with a 34, do I see anything? Traps, things moving around.
Yeah,
What is in this?
Some traps, some things moving around. So, pretty much some golems.
There must be protectors of this. Do I see any sort of writing in here at all, written on any walls?
It's outdated. It's been worn up since.
Basically, it's well worn. It just cannot be read at this point.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let's see. Do I have a spell that can just redo that? Not as an Orson, no. Okay. So, some moving creatures, golems, some traps. What else was there?
Pretty much it, yeah.
Yeah, okay, there are traps, there are golems guarding this thing. Do I see any sort of weapons or a coffin or anything like that?
Not yet.
This place is massive. This is only the first level.
Yeah. It's a big goddamn thing. And there is definitely magical creatures in there. So, I guess we shall go quietly through this, right, Victrin?
Looks like we're gonna have to slog through this. No choice.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
We're dealing with
Can you tell
we're dealing
what
with golems.
kind? Actually, I could do like a knowledge check to figure out what kind as soon as I can see them.
I'm assuming I can give him a description of these things, and he might be able to get some information because golems are actually something I have no knowledge of. They're magical. They're magical creations. So I believe that's under Arcana, which is not one of mine.
Which one? Which one would it be?
My
Yeah, like check, like the knowledge check to determine what kind of golems these things are.
I believe
Arcana.
Arcana.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And I also use Hunter's Lore.
And I'm describing these.
Okay.
And I'm going to describe these things as best I can.
And I shall also apply Hunter's Lore and just take a 20. 42.
As you described it, Victor, you come across this golem before, or at least
What
this
kind?
type of golem. Golem. Similar to the Mage's Tower. Similar to the Crystal
Similar
Tower.
to the one in the Crystal Tower.
Oh, those things were those things I do not want to mess with.
So, like, what kind of golem was that? Like,
I never got an answer, and unfortunately, Sally isn't here to give us more
with a
information.
42, would I be able to tell what kind of golem specifically? Alchemical golem. So we have some alchemical golems then. And I'll basically just describe everything that I know about them. They can see in the dark. They kind of not exactly the most perceptive of things. They can move around the speed of the average person. Good large arms.
Are they resistant to anything?
They are. Let's see, damage resistance 10, adamantine or bludgeoning, immunities, construct traits, and magic.
Okay, we can work with bludgeon.
Immunities, so it'll be construct traits and magic.
If I remember right about magic weapons, once they're technically considered +4, whether that's through special abilities or through the flat plus bonus, they're treated as adamantine, I think.
Possibly.
I'm only asking this because actually no, yeah, that means Alara can actually deal with these things in a hand-to-hand fight. Though in situations like this is not going to be a fun fight.
So basically, I basically tell you everything there is in this in non-meta terms. So yeah, immune to spells or spell-like abilities that would allow spell resistances. So I don't believe it would be immune to, like, magic weapons, specifically.
I think it's just certain magical effects, but I don't think magic weapons they'd have magic weapons. So that's up to Ty.
I'll be thinking about it because I guess we have to end this session for this day.
Okay.
Yep. They are large creatures, so that makes them a bit easier to hit. But it also means that they have a natural reach.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and they got ranged, apparently.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, hope you guys